to another episode of She Said,
She Said.
So I know we've been gone for a little minute.
We didn't be gone a little minute. We just did one last month.
We almost, tomorrow is March.
That's tomorrow, but it's still February today. I'm just saying.
See my face?
I'm just saying.
See my face? Anyway, everybody, hello. You already know who this is. I am none other than your girl, Majesty, the sexy femme with a slick mouth.
And I'm the minister.
Mm-hmm.
The realest minister there is.
The realest minister there is. Hunty. So how has everyone been doing? The new year has started and everyone is out and about, and all the new year resolutions that y'all folks was trying to start, y'all ended like day number 12.
If that.
Y'all ain't last that long. You lied. And now here you are.
February 29th. Okay.
Still not doing what you said you was gonna do in that New Year's resolution.
Which is okay, because you still have time.
Y'all ain't got time. Y'all over here celebrating the second Christmas. Some of y'all got y'all income taxes money already and acting a fool. We drove past the mall today. Lehigh Valley Mall is turned up. JCPenney parking lot is parked to the brim. And ain't none of y'all, since when JCPenney parking lot be parked up to the brim? Not never is the parking lot that.
Hey, bruh.
So we are here today to kind of talk about some things.
Yes, and guess where I am? I'm in Pennsylvania. Y'all, it's so cold up in these parts. It's cold. It's cold. Now, it's hot as hell in the house, but it's cold outside, y'all. Don't play. Last night I had to find some shorts and a t-shirt, a white beater sleeping. It was so hot up in here. And I went outside. I'm like, oh my God. What's going on? They got this thing called snow snot.
It's not snow snot.
What's it called?
It's snow squall.
Oh, snow squalls. Snow squalls. Whatever. But it's snowing. That's all I know is it's snow outside.
For those of y'all who live up north, y'all know that we have snow squalls. What is a snow squall? A snow squall is when it looks like it's a blizzard outside, but nothing sticks to the ground. It's just a bunch of snow swirling around the place. It's all right. It goes away. Babe was acting like it was going to be the end of the world in the blizzard.
I was not. I had a problem with snow. I had a problem with the fact that it was cold. Now, you know it's cold when people up north that know it's cold and they prepare for the cold don't want to be outside in the cold. They all covered up like, oh my God.
We only saw two people doing us.
They were all bundled up. Like, where is you going?
It was only two people that we saw. Two people that was outside doing all of that.
No, they weren't the only one. People were like scurrying. They were cold. Whatever. You was trying to get up. Don't Alan, you were trying to get in the house. Right. Cold.
Listen, I'm accustomed to the cold. I live in the cold.
She ain't accustomed to no cold at all.
Let me tell you something.
That's the way she got feeling up in here.
Let me tell y'all something, okay? So there's a difference. When we're at Babe's house, Babe keep the house cold.
No, I don't. I keep it at a comfortable temperature.
Babe keep the house cold.
It's at a comfortable temperature. I think 73
Babe
degrees.
keeps the house cold.
73 degrees. I think it's a comfortable temperature.
See my face? It gotta be freezing outside, and then let me tell you how she do it.
That's not true.
Babe, I turned on some heat for you.
just for her, right? But she is cold in 100-degree temperature. She's on the shivering. Right, so get your life.
Them is all lies, fairy tales, and fallacies. But let me tell you how. Are you serious? That's how she showed me.
Wait a minute. I couldn't even catch my breath. It was so hot.
Let me tell you, that's how she showed me. That's how she showed me she
I was
loved
not
me.
born with asthma. I got asthma when I started dating her. Because the house was so hot, I couldn't breathe.
Let me tell you how my babe showed me that she loved me. My babe showed me that she loved me when she turned on the heat on for me. Mind you, you come into my house and feel all the warmth.
No, you come in the house and pass out. I came in, I'm dropping luggage at the door. I'm stripping in the hallway before I even come across the threshold. It's hot.
She doing the most. She don't do all that. Now you know she lying. Now, I feel like you should be comfortable in the house. I don't think you should have to be bundled up in flannel pajamas, footsies on, and a sweater. Baby,
I had on shorts and a white beater.
So what? You in the house. You comfortable. It's warm out.
That's what I mean, pajamas.
Okay. Baby,
and I was sweating in that.
Baby, there should not be no reason why I come to your house and I have to go outside like I'm going into the Arctic air.
That is not true. You are always cold-natured, period.
Yes, I will say that I am very cold-natured.
So you're the only that's cold-natured in the whole entire house. Guess who has to put on what clothes? You do.
Babe, it be cold in your house.
My house be comfortable.
My house is comfortable too.
No, it's not. Her house make you repent. I promise you, y'all. I know I'm saved, but I question that every time I'm here. I don't know if I did anything to offend you or to breach our relationship that would impact my ability to make it into heaven. Because I can't do hell. If this is any representation of what that feels like, I'm trying to tell you.
Shut up!
The cats are trying to leave. They be howling at the door like, please let us out.
Babe is trying to say that my house is purgatory.
Yes. Shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Give us free. Everything. The turtle tank. Nobody was saying here.
Don't nobody need to hear the water running. Anywho, so yes, we're doing the live in Pennsylvania, and babe is mad because the house is high. And Maximus is season.
I'm about to come out this sweat. Did you turn off while we were doing this?
No, I didn't turn
off. Oh, God.
Let me double check.
Oh, Jesus. Y'all, I try to keep my clothes on for the live. I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't think I'm going to make it.
It was cold. Wait a minute. I just needed to get the chill off. Okay, so let me explain something to you about how I feel about cold. Being cold is my religion. Jesus did not intend for me to be cold. So, I control the heat in my home.
I think I'm a mess with that.
So with me being able to control the heat in my home, I like it warm when I walk into the house from the freezing cold. She lying. So I like to walk into a warm home. So I like the house to be warm.
Yes, the cat was co-signing.
The cat was not co-signing.
The cat was co-signing. Caesar, Maximus, whichever. Leonidas. Right. The cats are co-signing. They like things.
Moving on swiftly and professionally.
What are we talking about tonight?
She's cold and I'm hot. I'm a Latina. She's African American. Listen, it just
now she's just Latina. Now. But all the time we're doing teenage, I'm black. I'm a black woman. I'm just Latina. I'm Latina.
What do they say about Latinas? That we have a lot of spice. That we hot. We are the spice of life. So I'm gonna be your extra paprika, not paprika. Your peppercorn. I'm gonna be your extra peppercorn. Your jalapeno. Your black pepper. Your wasabi sauce.
What are we talking about?
I'll be extra spicy for you.
Really? Her cats are disrespectful. They are so disrespectful. Y'all, that's what we talk about. What happens when you get a mate and you get engaged and they got pets and animals that you just don't like?
Okay, so my home is Animal Kingdom.
Yes, it's Jurassic Park up in this mug.
So,
I was like, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so my daughter. Okay, so our daughter has 3 cats. It's Maximus and Leonidas.
She got 3 cats. Last my check, she don't have no job. I'm just saying.
So my daughter loves
kids can't have pets.
So my daughter loves her
cats. They gotta take care of the ones you have. Kids can't have pets.
And then on top of that, we have Tiki the turtle that she got when she was like 5. Tiki ain't died yet. And then I only learned that the other day that these animals can live to their 80.
Right. So you hear the cats?
So I didn't know that the turtle could live for 80 years.
I don't like cats.
So I'm confused as to what's gonna happen when with this turtle. Cause if he lives to be for 80 years,
when the moving truck comes, the door's gonna be accidentally open. They're gonna escape purgatory because it's hot as hell in here, and they're gonna go be free. That's what's gonna happen.
Listen, I had a dog too, as a teacup Yorkie, but because I was doing so much traveling, I had to give the doggy away because you know the cats take care of
Someone that shall
themselves.
not be named.
We're gonna talk about that heifer in Philadelphia.
So cats can take care of themselves.
Cats can take care of themselves, but
Thank
dogs, you have to walk them and you have to feed them and do all the extra love.
She had 3 cats. She has 3 cats. She had 1 dog, and she got a turtle. Does anybody see anything wrong with this scenario but me?
You got a dog? We got Bella.
Keyword A. Well, I had a dog because the dog. My mom ain't gonna let me take Bella home. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm a good attorney. I think I'm gonna have to sue my mama for my dog. She ain't giving Bella back.
So now, what do you do when you have a mate that has animals that you don't like?
I don't like it. Y'all, the cat jumped all over my lap. The cat is needing me. I'm like, what is going on? The cat is like needing me. And I'm like,
what does it mean when the cat needs you?
And then the cat was trying to crawl close to my face. I was like, if you want to keep this cat, I advise you come get this cat now. Because if not, the cat is going to cross the room.
If you know anything about cats, when they need you, it's because they like you. They're actually marking their territory.
He was trying to make me his slave. See? It's Black History Month. We don't play that.
I'm not fooling with you today.
Marking my territory. What kind of... Man, listen. Look, she got 3 cats. Going whoever want them, they healthy. They big cats are cute. They cute and all, but I don't like that. Hey, good home. We'll even send you some food. Holla at us. All right. Go ahead.
I don't know what she's gonna tell the child when she.
Oh, I got a problem. You ain't got no job, so therefore you can't have no pets.
Oh my Lord. Moving right along swiftly and professionally.
She can go visit the zoo. Visit
oh my God! Not to visit the zoo.
Yes, I'll get her a membership. She can go to the zoo anytime she wants to. They got lots of cats, big cats, lion, tiny cats. She good.
Lord have mercy. The thoughts and views of the minister.
Oh, and then you know I caught. You know I don't need to catch the cat do one time. That cat knew what was doing. You can't come. Nope.
Anyway, so we're going to talk about Dwayne Wade.
You don't eat when nobody's home with cats. I'm trying to tell you. That's why I don't do potluck. No offense to my pink people. I no offense to y'all, but y'all like to have a lot of cats. Why do we have a lot of cats? They always got cats. And they always want to cook. And they always want to do potluck. Ma'am, sir, no.
Let me explain something to you about my pets. Pets do not belong in your bed. The only dog, Bella is the only one that we let.
And Bella's special, Lord. She's just so special.
Yeah, like I don't believe dogs, cats, and any pet should be on your furniture,
in the kitchen,
or anything like that. I actually.
And you know Bella only comes to the kitchen. Guess when Bella comes to the kitchen, right?
I be cooking and I don't be paying Bella no mind.
Right. So that's when Bella try, and she know when I'm coming around that and she scurry on out because she know I don't play that.
Well, I don't even leave my cats in my living room when I leave, only because I don't ever want them to be comfortable enough to think that they can lay up on the furniture, go in the kitchen and lay up on. No, I don't do all of that.
Because they ain't got no job and they don't pay no bills.
Exactly. And as much as you try to train a cat, they will try you from time to time.
These are cats. You can't train cats.
No, yes you can. You can train them. Just like you call Caesar and
how many times you see people been at the zoo or at the circus and I'm training a cat and bit by them lions and tigers? You can't train them. They're wild.
These are domesticated cats. We're not talking about lions and tigers.
You about to have me say some things. Whatever. Anyway.
Moving right along. So
what are we talking about?
You're the one who jumped back into cats.
Because they bother me. They got me itching and everything.
She lying. Now she being full. Anyway.
See? The cat's trying to find a way to kill me.
The cat.
Y'all see that movie? I'm trying to, when I was younger. Remember the cat was laying on top of the baby in the crib, was sucking the air out the baby's mouth. See? I don't play with cats. I don't do that.
Listen, who was that? I need you to be quiet, whoever
It's
that
the
was.
truth.
I need to keep my fiance. Thank you very much. Hush.
They are sly. They'll try to kill you.
Anyway, so we're talking about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union's child, who now uses female pronouns, uses she pronouns. And all of y'all are in y'all feelings because Dwayne Wade is supporting his child. Why are y'all mad?
Well, I don't think everybody is in their feelings. I don't think our community is in their feelings.
Cisgendered men are in their feelings.
I don't know who's in their feelings. I didn't even look at some of the comments that people, because I was like, I pay them dust. Because for one, that's not your child.
Hello.
2, that's not your child.
Hello.
For 3, that's not your child. So what he chooses to do with his child, as long as he's not endangering the health of a child, because I'm a mandated reporter, it's fine, you know. And I think that there's one comment I saw, it was someone saying that it's a shame that this even has become a thing, because in 2019 this should be the norm, where a parent supports their child.
That part.
Irregardless of whether it has to do with their gender identity, pronoun usage, you know, if they want to, you know, I want to be an underwater basket weaver and I don't want to go to college, you know, whatever it is, that is a parent's responsibility to support and protect your child. And I see a father doing that for their child. It has to do with the fact that their child is choosing to use she, her pronouns. So what? And I love the fact that him and his wife are supporting their child. And that's it.
I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm a mom to a child who's LGBT. And he was more scared to come tell me that he was, because he thought I was going to say something crazy.
Well, he probably thought you were going to say something crazy, because when you're in the community, and especially, and this is the other thing too that we have to consider, that's really ringing true with me, is that there's a different experience for one, people of color.
True.
There's a different experience for black men that identify as MSM or gay, and there's a different experience for black women that are masculine centered as well. And so everybody along that spectrum has a different experience. And so when you're in the community, you know that, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, but for women that are feminine presenting can oftentimes have a much your experience transition in life, because they don't outwardly look, you know, a gay, point blank period. But it is much more challenging, and you do face a lot more biases. You get more people that pop up from the mouth when you look gay. I'm just gonna put it in layman's terms. Whether it is you're gay, you look gay because you're masculine centered, or you're gay because you're feminine and you're a black man, or, you know, those type of things. So I definitely can see, you know, a parent or someone that is in the LGBT community, why they would be kind of worried about what you would say back, you know.
I mean,
but it would be coming from that type of place, not the fact that, oh, I don't want you to be da da da, but it's the knowingness of, dang, what this life can bring and the challenges that come along with it.
And that's exactly what my concern with my son was. Like, he is a black man in America and he happens to be a gay man. Oh my God. That was literally my concern, and my worry was I don't want him to be abused. I don't want him to be hurt. I don't want him to experience some of the hate crimes that black men face on a day-to-day basis. Right. So that was more of my concern. But as a parent, I'm also a lesbian, so I can't begin to judge my child. But I think that for Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union, it's more along the lines of, we still gonna love the child anyway. Like, some of y'all parents who dismiss your children because they come out gay, y'all need to be punched in the face, and I said it. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, your child is still a part of you. It does not matter. We can raise the children the best way that we can, and we cannot formulate their sexuality or their personalities. And oftentimes, we don't like the adults that these kids become.
What they choose to do in life.
True.
You know?
Or the decisions that they choose to make.
Because I know we've all made decisions that our parents probably like, ugh, you know, I wish you didn't do such and such, or why you wouldn't got this degree, or blah, 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 blah. However, it doesn't negate the fact that your responsibility as a parent is to love and protect your child. And I think the thing that I do definitely commend Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union is using their platform to create a space of awareness and safety and inclusion, and to remind parents that your responsibility is to be a parent still.
Because ultimately, at the end of the day, a lot of LGBT youth commit suicide because of the lack of support that they get from their home, from their families. So if you're not going to support your child in the home, and they're not getting it in their community or among their peers, and these children feel alone and abandoned, that is the reasons why they commit suicide. So not to be funny, I'm going to love my child a little extra, because I never want my child to feel that they are, one, alone in this world, two, that they have no one, and that no one will understand their plight in life. I am not a gay man in America, but thankfully I have gay men, shout outs to the new chapter, Kappa Psi Kappa,
my angel,
who embraced my son, took him in, and helped him navigate those waters the best way that they could, even at the age of 16. So I offered my child a resource, because my lived gay experience is not going to be my son's lived gay experience, because I'm a woman and I'm feminine presenting. My son is a man, black, and has some feminine tendencies to him. So with that being said, his walk in his gay experience is going to be the total opposite of mine. And I wanted him to feel safe. I wanted him to know that he could find somebody to talk to and have a resource or someone, a point of reference to go to. So if Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union want to let their daughter,
no, if they want to let their child use she pronouns.
Well, I was still calling. I wasn't misusing her,
yes,
misgendering her. I said daughter.
If their child, would like to use,
charge it to my head and not my heart, community, please.
Because in the last interview that I saw, Dwayne Wade did not prescribe a gender. Dwayne Wade just said the pronouns. So I want to make sure I am in line with what they're using and not forcing something else on them, which is what I said to you earlier. If their child would like to use she, her pronouns, hats off to you. Get a round of applause for allowing your child to express how they like to express.
Well, I mean, I'm not mad at it. Have at it. I think it's a conversation starter that people need to have. A lot of y'all are mad at Dwayne Wade. What y'all want that man to do? What y'all want that man to do? Disown his 12-year-old?
Yep, pretty much.
Beat him, or do like what Kevin Hart, or do like what Kevin Hart said and take a Barbie doll house and crack it over the child's head. Now, I ain't forget that, Kevin Hart, what you said. I ain't forget. But, I mean, what do you expect? We are in 2020.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just can't imagine.
How would you feel if
I cannot imagine.
If one of our kids came to us and said, I want to use opposite pronouns.
Okay. I use any of them. All right. Just keep reminding me, just if I get it wrong,
charge it to my head, not my heart.
Right.
Because it's like, I mean, I know that one of the comments was that everybody is transgendered, everyone is becoming part of the LGBT community. Truthfully speaking, sexuality is very fluid.
It is, but then you also have to think about the institution of gender and sexuality is a made construct anyway. And we have forced people to prescribe to a certain stereotype that we are comfortable with.
Yeah.
And that is 2020. Let people be people and do you. Just because you're girl or boy doesn't mean that you can only do girl or boy things. Like boys take out the trash. Girls wash the dishes. What you mean? Why can't he wash the dishes and she take out the trash? Or they can do it together. Or they can switch off and on. But we get in these roles and force them to choose, and then we wonder why, as they get into adults, why there is such a huge wage gap between men and women.
Exactly.
Well, we've designed it and constructed our whole society on two different gender divides. We've created this system, and it's broken. And I'm so glad that people in 2020 are choosing to go against the system, go against the grain, and do them and be them, whoever them is.
I just want for those parents who do have children who are LGBT for you to just take LGBTQ plus for you guys to take a moment and try to attempt to understand the confusion, not even the confusion, the struggle, the internal struggles that they have within themselves, just learning how to identify who they truly are at their core.
And being brave enough to share that with you. And your job as a parent, again, is to love and provide and educate yourself on how you can best support your child.
And what's funny is that Mayor Buttigieg was at a rally where a little Asian boy came up and said that he wanted to announce to everyone that he was gay. That he was brave enough because he's seen Mayor Buttigieg just walk in his truth, because he's a gay man, he's a gay married man, that he felt strength in seeing this man live in his truth, that he felt that in a room full of hundreds of people that he did not know, he could just outrightly come out and say, I am gay. And that to me was the most, first of all, I was taken aback because his mother was standing there with him.
Right.
And she was not at all confused or anything. She was like, oh, okay. And I want to shout out to that mother, because I don't know if that was the first time. It could have went a whole other way.
Right.
But for her to just stand there and support her child, more parents need to do that.
Right.
Because we're going to lose our babies because they're struggling with their sexuality and their identity, and we're not helping and we're not providing a safe space for our children at home. Now, if Dwayne Wade's child decided to commit suicide, God forbid, because Dwayne Wade was not supportive and Dwayne Wade did not do anything for the child or put the child out or did all this stuff, all y'all same people with these comments will be right back in these, what kind of parent are you? How you didn't support your child? Look, the child killed himself. So it's like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. And listen, at the end of the day, these kids are our babies. We birthed them. We inserted a seed. If you happen to be a boy, whatever you did, these children are here. They belong to us. They're our responsibility until we're done. So why I still will never understand a mother, and I'm a mom, I can never understand throwing my children away. I could never with malice. Now, if I were to give my child up for adoption or something like that, that's something totally different. But to just throw my child away because they are gay, or I don't
get that, because there's nowhere I've not seen in any Bible, Quran, or whatever that if you love your child because of their sexual identity, that you're going to hell.
Well,
nowhere does it say that. But it does say love your neighbor as yourself. But anywho, Sam, definitely, absolutely, I love that comment. Yeah, my spirit does not have a gender, period.
Hello, somebody.
Yeah, I love it. Cool.
So now let's talk about Miss Gayle King.
Oh, God.
Let me get myself together, because I got some reading to do to Miss Gayle King. So I know that 3 weeks ago, y'all done seen Gayle King with Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant passed away. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant and his daughter,
and the others,
Gianni, and the other people that were on that helicopter that passed away as well. Shout outs to his wife, who is a strong woman, because honey, that funeral took me out. She decided to have a conversation with Lisa Leslie. It was an interview where they were talking about Kobe Bryant. In that conversation, CBS decided to snip and cut pieces of the interview and use it as clickbait. And part of what they cut and edited was her asking Lisa Leslie, is his legacy tarnished because of the rape allegations? And do you really believe that he didn't rape this girl? To which Lisa Leslie, if you watch the interview, is kind of confused that Gayle is even asking her these questions. Well, needless to say, the social media, everyone took to social media. Y'all ripped Gayle King a new one, honey. Y'all had Snoop Dogg early in the morning calling her a female dog. Early. in the morning. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not okay with the way people decided to bully Gayle King. Do you have a right to your opinion? Of course. Do you have a right to be angry and upset with the line of questioning that she gave Lisa Leslie? Of course.
Some of y'all crossed the line like
woo! Some of y'all did something. Y'all done wrote that lady death threats.
Yeah.
Y'all done called that lady a couple of female dogs. Snoop went and did a whole live on Gayle King.
Apology. He came back and apologized.
He came back and apologized, but it was after the fact. First of all, you shouldn't. Some of you celebrities need to put your phone down. If you got a personal assistant, I'm gonna employ your personal assistant to just snatch your phone from your hand.
Don't be trumping out here. Don't be trumping.
Come on, y'all. Y'all are doing too much. Y'all so quick to run to social media and blast everything without one, knowing all of the information, and two, you look foolish because now you still got to come back and apologize.
Right.
Now, did CBS play Gayle King? Yes, they did, because they did not air the whole line of questioning, the whole line of questioning in order for you to understand why she went the way that she went. However, let me get you together, Gayle King. This ain't the first time that CBS has edited interviews, news shows, and everything to sensationalize a topic. You are too seasoned in this profession to know that you shouldn't even bother to ask that question or even bother to ask Lisa Leslie anything negative if you were talking about the legacy of Kobe Bryant in a positive light like you claim. Keyword, I say claim, because you cannot be doing anything great or bringing about anything, speaking of this man's legacy and the great person that he was, and you want to bring up the one thing that tarnishes anything having to do with him. Okay? And furthermore, for those of you who went back and did the research, y'all will want to go and look up that case and realize what actually happened and the fact that he was never convicted, that the charges were actually dropped. Okay? But for Gayle King to be mad at CBS, Gayle, I'm going to need you to have a plethora of seats, boo-boo. And this is why. You were too seasoned of an interviewer to know that you shouldn't have even played yourself to even bring that up. And you mad because the community came and snatched your black card. And then you thought that you was going to go to Auntie Oprah and she was going to get it. Well, honey, let me tell you something. We don't like Auntie Oprah too much either, because she been fugazing with Donald Trump for years now. And we seen it. So you can't take it back no more. And Auntie Oprah is real good for saying some real slick stuff out the side of her mouth about the community, and then be getting upset when we be for her. So if you thought that by sending Oprah on to tell her to tell everybody, leave Gayle alone, she's receiving death threats, so what? And maybe the next time you'll think twice before you open your mouth and say something crazy. Let me explain something to you. Social media, everyone has a platform. Anyone who has a Facebook account has a platform. As much as I hate to say that, y'all get on my nerve. You have a platform. You need to be very careful in how you use your platform, because some of the words that you use and the messages that you send in your platform can come back to bite you in the butt. And this was something that was posted on CBS's website to get people to come and watch the interview with Lisa Leslie that Gayle King did. And it hurt her brain, it hurt her spirit, I guess, because she was all crying, talking about people doing all this stuff to her. Well, baby girl, ain't nobody sent you to go and ask them crazy questions about Kobe Bryant. The man ain't even what good cold yet, and y'all already talking about some other stuff. I hate social media for that. Like, y'all do so much. Y'all forget that this man has other children that are still mourning the death of their father and sister, that he got a wife at home with an infant baby that is still dealing with the ramifications of the fact that she no longer not only does not have her husband, but she does not have her daughter either. And on top of that, y'all gonna sit up here and talk about the fact that some rape allegation that went out the window many moons ago that the man was not found guilty for. Gayle, have several seats. I ain't mad. I want to be mad at Snoop, but I can't be. He could have used another set of words to describe Gayle King, but he used what he used, and it is Snoop. If you ever heard the dog pound, then you know how Snoop talk about women. So I'm not surprised. So then maybe next time, Gayle, you'll think twice before you start asking some dumb questions. You may want to throw the blame on CBS because CBS edited it wrong. No, I put the blame on you because ultimately you are the interviewer. You choose the questions that are asked. CBS ain't tell you to ask that question. You chose to ask that question. So with that being said, take all this hate that you're getting on social media, boo.
Yes, and so we definitely want to take a moment to honor all those that were lost in that day. Kobe Bryant and Gianna. Gianna's basketball teammate, Alyssa Atabelli, her mother Carrie, and her father John. A basketball assistant coach, Christina Mauser, as well as Peyton Chester, another basketball teammate, and Peyton's mother Sarah, and the pilot Ara Zaboya.
So rest in peace to all of them. We
prayers
hope
to their families.
Prayers to their family. We hope that you find some sort of peace in this time. I know that is much easier said than done. But we keep you in our prayers, and we hope that you guys can find some sort of peace in all of this. Okay. So moving right along, can we talk about the Super Bowl and how some of you pink people, some of you pink people mad, honey? Some of you pink people mad. Y'all called the FCC and called the FCC to complain because we had J-Lo and Shakira shaking their booty out on a Sunday afternoon. Let me tell you something. I got my whole life when J Balvin and Bad Bunny came out. Honey, yes. Give me all of the Latin that you want to give me. You white folks was mad. Y'all was big mad. And it was over 13,000 complaints that were made to the FCC. And the state that made the most complaints was Texas. Are we surprised?
Of course.
No, we're not. The state that did not make any complaints, which actually surprised me, was Vermont.
Yeah.
No one in Vermont called the FCC.
Shakira.
They got her whole. That's what. One day she was proud to be dating a Latina.
Exactly. I was like, yes, Super Bowl, you better be all the Latinx.
For that to happen, and mind you, this is not the first time that Shakira or J-Lo have performed at Super Bowl, but it is the first time that they actually sang in another language.
Right.
Ultimately, if you were paying attention, Super Bowl was held in Miami.
Yes.
Miami is a melting pot of everything Hispanic. So if you mad, then y'all shouldn't have had Super Bowl in Miami. So honestly, the halftime show was on brand.
It was appropriate.
I actually was
now,
waiting.
there were some little things in there with the cages that were definitely bringing more awareness to the border situation. However.com, it was appropriate for the area that Super Bowl was in.
Because again, what a lot of you guys didn't pick up was the fact that even J-Lo had the Puerto Rican flag draped on her. That inside out of it was the American flag. And that was actually slaps in the face to Donald Trump, who had stopped giving aid to Puerto Rico during the time when there were a bunch of earthquakes happening in Puerto Rico at that time. And also the cage situation with the children.
But it still hadn't really been picked up from the flood.
From the hurricanes.
Yeah.
And the children in cages, the little girl that was singing was actually J-Lo's daughter.
Right.
And the children in cages were making everyone aware about the children that actually sit in cages in these immigration camps, in these detention centers. So for those of you who were mad, be mad about the messaging that was in the performance. And if that's what you're mad about, you're bigger racist than I actually thought. So I guess I could understand why in the world you were upset at this halftime show. But for y'all to be calling the FCC,
I barely remember what they had on, y'all. I mean, I'm lesbian. I'm supposed to remember it was, all that. Butt cheeks and areolas, but I don't recall it being all that. It was not that big of a deal.
Let me tell you what it was. What it was is that they came out in leotards, and they actually had a shape, and it wasn't rails. And because J-Lo got a booty, and Shakira got hips, y'all lost your mind.
But you got cheerleaders.
Them cheerleaders don't look like J-Lo and Shakira.
Yeah, but cheerleaders don't have on hardly nothing either. Little skirt, little shirt.
Yeah, they got little skirt, little shirt, but their bodies ain't built like Shakira and J-Lo, honey. That's a little different.
Yeah, but if we're talking about clothing, I mean, if we're talking about clothing, let's talk about clothing then.
Well, I mean, it's not even the I don't even think it's about the clothing as much as I think it's about their body shapes.
Well,
you have to understand.
A lot of the complaints were about the fact that they felt that they didn't have enough clothes on.
Well, then
and then they felt that they were at like a strip club versus a family show, and I'm like, okay, maybe the pole scene, but then again, if you knew the movie that J-Lo was in,
which was Hustler, that she just did,
which was trying to put a plug in for the movie, you know, so people can go watch it, it would all make sense. But anyway.
Listen, y'all was mad when out there with her dancers looking like all of Black Panther. Are we gonna be mad? We knew y'all was gonna be mad with all the Spanish people. Come on, all that halftime show needed was a plate of rice and beans, and we was gonna be all good. And a slight arroz con gandules. That's all that halftime show was missing. Was a whole arroz con gandules and a side of aguacate and some tostones.
Right. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was good.
I thought it was good for a lot of my minority folks who were mad. I'm sorry that you were mad.
Non-minority folks.
I don't understand why y'all was really mad for, because
I thought it was good.
I mean, and for those of y'all who thought that Shakira was appropriating African culture, again, if you knew where she comes from, in the village that she is from, you would know that dancing is culturally from where she's from, where she embraces her African heritages and roots from where she is from, because she openly talks about it, which is the reason why she did the song that she did, and she danced the way that she did, giving light to where she is from and the African roots that come from her country. I'm gonna need y'all to crack open some books and do some digging.
They part of us. They're just they are cousins.
Yes, we are y'all cousins.
Afro-Latinx, they're our cousins. It's okay.
So, and it's okay that y'all don't, you know, it's okay that y'all may not.
Take y'all. I got me one.
That was the one time she was.
Like that. I like it like that.
She just had a good time with that one. So what else do we got? Okay, we did that. Who are we voting for?
Oh, y'all. So, okay, because I'm flying to Pennsylvania. I went and voted early. And I took my mom to go vote early. Child, just talking to everyone. I've never been in a situation where I have no idea who I was going to vote for until I just voted for them in the booth. And there are so many people in that situation where, like, I really don't know who I'm going to vote for. I'm not going to know until I hit a name. Even my mom was she's old. She in her 80s. They're sitting away. She really struggled with trying to figure out who she was going to vote for, and people just assume, that she was just all black old people going to vote for Biden, but that's not the case. Like, really, people do not know who they are going to vote for, and it's an interesting situation to be in, because you watch the debates, you see these commercials, you get all this information, you get the phone calls, text messages, then you see stuff on the news, and gosh, like, I don't really know. And just feel like there's no candidate that just outshines outrightly everybody. There's something from each of them that I feel that we can say that we like, and there's also something from each of them that we say, like, that don't work for me. So it's really challenging.
I recently was elected the first vice chair of the Allentown Democratic.
My biggest politician. Ow.
So I'm
do it, boo. Yes.
So I'm technically in civil
service.
Politician. I am in civil service.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of my baby.
So I am a politician. And it was funny because that night that I was elected, I was asked, who was I voting for?
Hey, cousin. Hey, family.
And I didn't know how to respond because I, too, am a little bit confused.
I know all of them are better than Trump, but I still don't know which one's better for me.
And I still don't know who I'm going to vote for either. I struggle between Warren and Bernie, and I don't trust Amy. Bloomberg.
That's not true. do, Trent.
She can't be my president. She just can't be my president. She's not giving me presidential vibes. So,
but the woman's a beast. As far as getting laws made and drafted
and passed.
Yo, she's a key politician. Like, she does her stuff.
When I look at Warren, I keep telling Babe, I said I feel like she can make apple pie
unless she got cats, and that's highly likely.
I just feel like Elizabeth Warren is the woman that gonna make you a mean apple pie, and she gonna have you sit down and love on you and all that good stuff. But she gives me very much authentic, real vibes when I get from her, and that's why I lean towards her, because I feel like her answers, even though they may not be altogether, her views and policies are not all together yet. Mm-hmm. She's very honest. She's honest in the fact that she's trying to find answers to everything, and she wants to be honest with the public.
I see that. However, if you're talking about someone that's able to articulate what they're trying to say, that can come across in a manner that you understand it, Pete Buttigieg. I mean, the man's a talker. He says it. Now, you want somebody that's about that life, that's about to go out in the streets, that might beat you upside your head. That's Bernie Sanders.
Bloomberg needs to go have several seats. I don't know who told Bloomberg to come and spend all of his coins. All those millions that he's spending in TV ads, he could have just dropped that bag over here.
And if I get one more piece of stuff from Tom Sawyer, I'm going to scream. Every single day, I'm like, dude, who gave you my address?
Something that I've learned in civil service is that your address, because you are a registered voter, is public record.
Yeah, but I didn't give it to you. I don't care how public
it is. And because you're listed as a Democrat,
don't write me. Don't text me.
They can send you.
Don't email me. No, you can't. I don't know you like that. It was annoying every single day. It's like, if it's not a little piece of mail, his sheets are like this big. Can't no other mail get my mailbox.
Listen. I don't know who y'all voting for. Super Tuesday will be here before you know it. Shout out to all my precinct captains. Oh, I'm precinct captain.
Oh, South Carolina, y'all got, what, I think one more hour. Less than an hour. Get out there. You have not voted. Cast your vote. I know how confusing it is. I know. Trust me, I know. I sat there for a couple of minutes at the booth just looking through names. I even went through Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo. I even, went... I know with the first alphabet, last alphabet. Anybody got a common alphabet in my name? It was just really hard. Like I really was about to flip a coin, and it was a struggle. I understand, but please make sure go cast your vote today. Make sure you are counted. We owe our ancestors and all those that have come before us that could not, that were challenged every time they wanted to go and vote, and they would say, "Tell me how many marbles are in this jar, and you better have the exact number in order to vote." Are people that got whipped, that had dogs sicked on them, that hoses, that went to jail, that advocated for the right that we take for granted today. I know it's hard, but we owe them that much.
So make sure you go out and vote, and if you tomorrow on Tuesday for everyone else,
be out there.
Super Tuesday, everybody cast your votes, especially in your local elections.
Yes.
That's one thing that I think a lot of people are taking for granted. Today we went to a Black History event at Building 21 in Allentown, and just to see there is a Black student council in William Allen High School.
Shout out to those young individuals, man. They sharp, y'all. We was telling them about HBCUs, man. I'm trying to get a few of them to get in there.
And these kids saw a need, saw something was missing, and filled it. And this group of kids, it's not just African American kids, white kids,
Asian kids. They got everybody in the Black student group.
Yep, the Black Student Council.
And biracial kids.
And it was sad because they received so much attention from
and hate
mail because
to kids. But there's no need for this, right?
Like, let's be honest. The city of Allentown is trying to become progressive, and a lot of you folks is trying to keep it back. Let me explain something to you. 56% of the population in Allentown is Hispanic. I'm saying 56% of the population in Allentown is Hispanic. So it's about time that we start making our government start reflecting the population of the city.
But that's not even just Allentown. That is a progressive issue for the nation as a whole. That our elected officials, our government, our school systems, our police force, all of those aspects do not reflect the people that they serve and that utilize those services. That is a systematic issue. That is a huge issue, which is why there's so much disproportionate things happening in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because we are not exercising our right to have representation and to fill those spaces where we are able to set things in place, policies, rules, and regulations that affect our everyday living in a way that we can change those constructs that have been used against us for so long.
And it's about time that we start doing something. And even just in discussing the people that sit on city council, on the school board, and different things like that, it was disheartening to speak with a lot of the people who sit on these boards and say we need to change the seats. Today I was asked to run and be a part of the school board council when the elections come around again, to which my loving fiance said, we got to discuss that.
Yes, we got some things to talk about first.
We got some things to discuss. I'm very passionate about civic service and things like that, which is something for me that I didn't think I would toss my hat into. But apparently it seems like I'm going to get dragged in one way or another. And I feel it is my duty, not only as a parent, but as a resident of the city of Allentown, that change has to come. And for those of you who are at home feeling that your vote doesn't count, or that you don't feel like voting is necessary, please understand that if you have children that go to public school, you need to vote. If you get sick and call the ambulance, you need to vote. If a fire ever breaks out in your city, you need to vote. For your local government, that is your student council, that is your school board officials, that is your judges, that is your state representatives, that is all of your lawmakers, aldermen. You need to be involved, because if you are not involved, then you cannot be mad with the things that happen in your city. And today I was appalled to learn some things that I didn't know was actually happening in my city, partly because I haven't been as much invested in the school board aspect of things anymore. I don't have a child that has special needs in the city of Allentown anymore. So because of that, I didn't know so many things were going wrong. But also, a lot of parents are not fully educated on what their true rights are when it comes to education for your child in this country. So,
and I think just the education system overall needs a complete overhaul. It makes no sense to me. I do not understand. Yeah, I get that I pay taxes and it goes to a certain district. However, if the kids in this district are well off, my home is at a higher value, I'm paying more tax money, and it only serves kids in this district, of course they're going to have better opportunities. You know, computer access programs, teachers, all those great things. However.com, over the grand scheme of things, if I equitably distribute the money to every single school, that means every single child will have access and programs and a good opportunity. But so I don't see how that is how people are so opposed to equitable distribution of funds when it comes to education. To me, that's a no-brainer.
But just like we were speaking today, money does not change the drive and desire that teachers have to teach our children.
Absolutely. However, you cannot have programs, you cannot provide funding for Apple computers, tablets, all this other stuff, the arts, if you don't at least have the money. My thing is, we can get the teachers and stuff in place that have the drive, but if they don't have the funding to now support the drive, it doesn't matter. I think money is the first thing. Mm-hmm. Because with the money, you can pay teachers a decent wage.
Yeah, because teachers are truly not paid enough.
No, you can upgrade schools that have lead water or no books.
That part.
you can make all those changes.
So our last topic is Black excellence.
Oh yeah, we got on topics a little bit, so I'm not gonna keep you long. Hey, plug in, check out this girl, Nia Dennis. She is a gymnast from UCLA.
Yes.
Shout out. She did an amazing performance the other day. It was at a competition, and she got like a 9.9, but it was all Beyonce. The girl is bad. She's been bad for a long time. Shout out to Black Excellent. It was a great moment just to see her do her thing in her truthfulness. Like, she didn't change who she was to appropriate or assimilate to fit that construct. She made it fit who she was. Exactly. And so that was really good to see that. Shout outs to the University of South Carolina women's basketball team. Every athlete on there is balling out of control. We are undefeated except for one loss that was overseas in a conference that don't even count. So right now we are the number 1 seeded team to beat. Shout outs to all of them. Those girls are phenomenal. They're talented. Their coach Don Staley, like amazing Black excellence. There's also, I forgot the other guy. I wanted to mention the Black NASCAR driver. He's out there doing his thing. Shout outs to you. Also the first Black owned NASCAR. I can't remember the name of it. It's a mom and son. Yeah, shout outs to you. Any Black person that's doing, or person of color that's doing anything in any space that originally was not fit for us, that didn't want us there, that didn't allow us, where we were going in and we are not only breaking barriers, but we were breaking records, we are blazing trails. Shout outs to you, Black excellence. It's the last day of Black History Month, but if you know, like I know, Blackness is 365 days a year.
Hello, somebody.
So, shout outs to us for the month that everyone else chooses to recognize, but shout outs to us for making sure that we were recognized every single day of the year. It doesn't stop at February 29th. It keeps going and going and going. Let's raise the standard. Let's raise the bar. Let's get out there. Let's advocate. Let's create spaces for us and be inclusive. Let's push our children to be creative. Yes. When they see a problem, you go fix it. You be the resolution. You
Hello,
be the
somebody.
So shout outs to that. All right. Shout outs to our HBCUs that are still graduating Black brilliance and excellence in every single tier of the world, that are teaching our own, that are empowering our own, that are creating safe spaces for us to be and exist.
Yes.
Shout outs to every HBCU and every person that supports any HBCU in any kind of way. So you ain't gotta be Black to support. Anybody can write a check with some zeros.
Hello, somebody.
So get out and support.
Can we also shout out to the minister's t-shirt and sweatshirt?
Oh, yeah. You don't see it.
I do not argue with people that Harriet Tubman would have shot.
There you go.
Let me tell you.
Boom.
Find
it. That's where you go, right there.
We went to the event today for Black History, and everybody around her shirt was like, I like your shirt. So, I mean, that shirt says it all. I know I can't wear that at the office because I would be offended all of the pink people.
I'm going to wear it.
All of the pink people at my office. Oh, my goodness. But that is all that we have for you guys for tonight.
Yes. Oh, and shout outs to my fiance for doing her thing, for creating trails of her own, even in the city of Allentown, for being named the first vice president. Aren't you first Latina?
I think I am. I would be the first vice chair.
We're gonna check that out and fact check that, because we not out here trumping, okay? So we're gonna make sure that what we're saying is accurate, okay? Also, last thing, y'all, coronavirus. I know you've been seeing so many different things in the news media, but hey, look here. For those that don't know, I work in a hospital. I'm there 3 times a week. This thing is very real. We've had so many meetings and things about the virus itself. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. The best thing you can do, don't go out here and buying these masks, stuff like that, because they're not really going to help you anyway. Wash your hands constantly. Use hand sanitizer, all right? Wash your hands constantly. Use hand sanitizer. Keep your fingers and hands out of your face, out of your mouth, out of your nose, until you wash your hands at all times. If you're coughing or sneezing, cough into your elbow, okay? Also, if you are sick, even if you have a job that don't understand that, please stay at home, especially my peak people, because y'all like to go to work sick, okay? If you are not feeling well, stay at home. Stay at home, okay? Y'all be safe in the streets. They got new cases of coronavirus that they can't explain how these people got them. I already got my theory. But y'all be careful out there, okay? All right. We love y'all, but God loves you best.
All right, folks. So
I think that's it.
yeah, that's it. You went the wrong way.
I did,
But
it won't go back.
you gotta hit the no.
Oh, whatever.
Goodbye, everybody. We hope that you have a safe weekend, a great day, all of that good stuff.
Yes.
Enjoy your family. Enjoy the last day of Black History Month.
But it don't stop.
Be Black excellence in everything that you do.
Yes.
And we will see you guys next month.
Yep. Hey. I'm a movement by myself.
Hey.
I'm a force when we're together.
Hey. I'm good all by myself, baby. Hey.
Baby girl, you make me better.
You make me better.
You make me better.
You make me
Hey.
better.
You make me better.
You
Hey.
make me better.
You make me better.
You make me better.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all. Facebook don't want to let us